hang out here and let everyone get ready. Like Sniper as a hero, he's really easy to use. He's a good starter. He's a little squishy. He definitely needs some escape mechs like Shadow Blade, and he definitely needs a few other things like Desolator is almost a must. Shadow Blade's really good. Okay, so we're waiting on someone with a Commodore 64 to boot up here. So I don't know. I don't think I've actually. I don't think I've actually went into this with just on the videos. friends are messaging me. I don't think I've actually went into this on the videos, but what I've been doing is I've been playing in alphabetical order. So obviously I've missed most of that in replays, and I do apologize. I wasn't doing this when I started. It's been about, I think I've been at this for 2-3 months, something like that. There's a long list of characters, obviously. Started with Alchemist, obviously, before Abaddon was a character, and today I'm now up to Templar Assassin. So you play a character, you wait, you play a character till you win a game with a character, and then you move on to the next. And so this is my Sniper game, and I will switch over to viewing me here. Player perspective, Sniper. Okay, again, I don't really use a suggestive build much. I mean, I'm using a bit of a suggestive build here, but only because it's actually Valve suggested. I know what I'm gonna pick with Sniper when I pick him. I always go either his E or his W first, both are passive, either tank aim, which extends the range of my shots, or headshot, which gives me a 40% chance to do a mini bash and deal extra damage. This time I went headshot. Either one, they kind of interchange with me. I'm back and forth between the two. Sniper's has one of the longest ranges in game. He really does, and with take aim, it gets longer and longer and longer until he can stand away from tower range and actually shoot towers.
30 seconds to battle.
So this game I'm playing with Soda. We'll pull up the player list here. I'm playing with Sporadical, which was Twerking Girl last game, Soda, Warkiller, and Skytoss. And you'll see Sporadical, Warkiller, Skytoss. You'll see these guys a lot in my videos. I play with them a lot. They're really great players.
The battle begins.
You'll see several others, and I'll point them out whenever I play games with them. I'll go ahead and pull up. Game stats again. Last hits denies to start out with, obviously. I missed my creep block. I was goofing off, not paying attention. So I got Tinker in lane with me. Missed my shot. It happens. There's my second level up, so there's take aim. That gives my range an increase. There's my first deny. Doing really bad at the last hitting. I should just be waiting until, like I'm doing now, I should be waiting until they're almost dead and then denying last hitting, whatever. He's going to harass me a little bit, and we'll harass him back. Every time you're in middle, you always want to grab a bottle, that way you can keep control of the runes. usually have room vision up. This game, our only support was Dazzle, and so she didn't have runes because she'd already bought Courier, and she just didn't have the money for it, and we just didn't have the extra support to go ahead and buy. So I don't think I had runes most of the game, or didn't have boards most of the game. But that's okay, because that's you can still always, you know, hoof it and find them. It's just a lot less accurate, and so you end up missing farm because you're too busy looking for creeps. Or sorry, runes. I don't like to buy shrapnel with sniper generally at all. I do later in whenever I start pushing towers, but shrapnel just kind of gets in the way. It's a nice skill, but it's not really something you want beginning of the game. Headshot's really a whole lot better, and take aim's a whole lot better. You can hear the Ursa on their team, or on our team. I believe he's jungling. He's jungling the up there in the small camps. Or no, those are medium camps. Doing really badly last hitting. Tinker, on the other hand, is doing really good with last hits, which means I'm doing even worse with denies. Again, Tinker with a harass. Again, down low like that, and I keep wishing I had my 6. There's my bottle. I'm gonna march that glorious bastard right up to me. Bought my next level headshot. Headshot's great. Whenever it procs ever. Right now it's up to 65 extra damage, so I mean that's substantial. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a substantial amount whenever you hit headshot and you hit an extra 65 damage to right now my 56. I mean, so now I've got my bottle. It just hit by, so I'm going to actually stop off. The great thing about a bottle is whenever you pick up a rune, I could see that it wasn't there. I think I have to race Tinker for this one because he runs for it as well. But the great thing about a bottle is you empty it, and when you pick up a rune, it actually refills your bottle, and there's the invisibility rune. He's going to actually shoot for me, and that's what made him lose that, was him shooting at me. That is what made him lose that rune. He should have had it. If he wouldn't have shot and taken the time to aim at me, he would have had that invisibility rune easily. Now I'm waiting on last hit potential, deny potential.
Not for you.
Tinker does really well this game with last hits and denies. Not quite ready to use that invisibility rune yet, though. I am kind of ready to use my bottle because I've got a little bit of health missing. So the dilemma falls: do I use my bottle now, and waste that invisibility rune, or do I wait and save it and use it later? And at the moment, I'm going to wait and save it and use it later. But if Tinker decides to do anything hefty, like try to attack me or anything like that, with several attacks, maybe his homing missiles and March of the Machines, if he has it, then I handed him that. Then I'll be in a bit of trouble. So now I've got my ulti, now I've got my 6. There's that invisibility rune. It's 6 minutes in. I need to go check for runes, and that's what I kind of use that invisibility rune for, is to check runes after I meander around and take some experience. Check top. I always check top first, or I tend to check top first. I try not to get in the habit of checking one way or the other. So I grab that haste rune, he goes to check for it, it's obviously not there, so now he's going to waste the time to run back down, because he didn't see me go and pick it up in one, so, or at there, so now he doesn't know it's bottom. I'll use my last tango, and probably should buy my magic stick, or magic wand, because I have the money for both, or boots, either one works. Good, keep him denied out. Probably should have denied that one, but I was busy leveling up.
I think
Somebody actually died.
first blood.
Grabbing my other set of shoes, I'm actually going to make a poor man's shield. Great item for sniper. It's cheap, it boosts your agility, and it gives you a 60% block chance from enemies, so... I mean, the deny game here is back and forth, so I'm actually catching him in last hits. He's kind of dropped off of his last hitting. I'm going to continue to attack him and proc my ulti. And it's not going to kill him, but it is going to run him out of lane, and that's just as important as the kill. If you can get him to run out of lane because he's scared of dying, then it's just as good as if you killed him. Well, it's not just as good as if you killed him, but it's good enough. As you can see, where I was down on the bottom, I actually had a miss chance of 25%.
That's not gonna hold.
For anyone who doesn't know that, if you're below somebody, if you're on lower ground, like in the river, I got wards up now. Dazzle put wards up. I actually called for him. Kind of felt bad about it afterwards because Dazzle was our only support, and I didn't realize that whenever I asked. But you see that I had a miss chance, and I missed that last hit because I was standing below. When you're in a river, you actually have a 25% miss chance. So, or any time below, coming up the stairs on the bottom here, down in here, in this area, if you're shooting up these stairs or anywhere there's stairs and someone's on the higher ground, you have a 25% miss chance. So that's very important, especially when pushing third tier towers. That's a very important thing. You can get rid of that by having Black King Bar, and that's maybe something you should consider when playing sniper. Is not Black King Bar, Monkey King Bar. Sorry. Monkey King Bar gives you a 100% hit chance, whether you're 25, wherever you're below them or above them or whatever. You will always hit with Monkey King Bar. So that's something you might consider with sniper. Because his range is so long, come tier 3, he does have a bit of a disadvantage with the 25% miss chance at the steps. So that's something to consider. It's just another one of those fun little mechanics. I'm actually should have my poor man's shield coming to me now. Another thing is, if you're looking to push lanes like I'm doing right now,
Radiant's middle tower is under
there's
attack.
Tinker. He's gonna attack me. See? Now, if I hadn't have had my bottle, or if I had a rune bottled up in my bottle and didn't use it, then I would have ended up dying. That's Tinker's actually gonna go grab that Invis rune. He bottled it and activated it, and I was actually watching him do that, so. That let me know, and I let the team know that, hey, he's invisible and he's trying, he may or may not be doing something with that. Finally got my magic wand. I should have had that a lot earlier. Definitely before Poor Man's Shield. But Poor Man's Shield does give me the boost in agility, which does give me a extra bit of armor and extra attack, so.
The Radiant should really do something about that middle tower.
So this is what I mean by not having the having the range there. There's my magic wand and bottle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Runes spawn
That's
every
not
2
gonna
minutes,
hold.
so whenever you're playing mid, you want to keep a good watch on the clock to see when runes might spawn soon. There's Tinker and River. I'm going to harass him a little bit for
Dire's bottom tower
being
is
in
under
the river.
attack.
I'm actually over him in last hits and have him tied in denies now. The only one that has more last hits at this point is Ursa, and that's only because he's jungling. And now, see, with full take aim and full headshot, well, full take aim, I can shoot from one side of the river to the other as long as I have line of sight. And that completely removes that mischance. There was a missing call, I believe, and so I jumped back to my tower, making sure I don't
Radiant's
get
middle
ganked.
tower is under
We
attack.
have the wards up to check and see if there's any potential ganks, but I'm also buying something, I believe. Something. I don't know what I'm doing here. We have the wards up to see potential ganks, but there's always that possibility that it'll be there. Tinker grabbed that rune again, haste rune. He's on his way top, on his way bottom, sorry.
Rancid death.
I went down to help Sporadical, but I just wasn't there in time. That haste rune really helped, so I told him I'd watch his tower, obviously to make sure it didn't fall. 3 of them down here at the moment. And there's the ulti, and almost killed him. But he won't be bothering us for a while, so...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Creep must have gotten close to it. Still have both these guys down here. Again, like I said earlier in the video, Sniper's a little squishy. I've only got, at level 9, I've only got 758 hit points max. And that's not, you know, I mean, there's heroes here. Let me go back out and go into directed camera here, or free camera. There's heroes here. There's Tinker with 800 at level 9. There's Dragonite at level 7. He has more. Ogre Magi's dead. I can't really tell you that. Necrolite at level 8. He's got more than me. Templar Assassin at level 8 has about the same, but she can hit a lot harder if she gets close. So I'm looking at a lot of. I'm looking at being very, very squishy, and so I can augment that. I can augment that by, you know, buying something to help me with the squishiness. But generally speaking, there's really no, you know, there's no need with Sniper. You shouldn't ever be that close. Another snipe. You can see, actually, if you look at the last hits here, since we were mentioning last hits and things like that, the thing about supports, and Dazzle's definitely, you know, Dazzle's our only support this game. They really should never get any last hits, and so that's something I want to point out is the player that's playing Dazzle right now, Soda. She is amazing playing Dazzle.
The Dire's bottom tower doesn't even have arms to defend itself. What a brave tower!
She does, you know. I mean, she's gotten 5 last hits, and I'm fairly certain. I can almost guarantee that's from Dazzle's.
The Radiant should really do something about that
Shadow
middle
Wave,
tower.
where it heals and damages creeps. So with Ursa down here, Ursa has
Radiant's
the,
middle tower is under attack. That's not gonna hold.
Ursa has the Aegis. Check to make sure there's no one down there.
Radiant
No one
structures
will
are
gank us.
fortified. Don't waste time hitting them.
So we're gonna. I think we're actually gonna go and try to dive that tower. Again, Sniper's very squishy, so I'm staying back. I'm letting Ursa take that damage like the tank he is, and I'm helping out
Radiant's
with
middle tower has
just
fallen.
staying back and trying to proc headshots. And I'm able to sit there and snipe on that tower a bit. So I'm actually going to stay down here. Sporadical's not back yet, and War Killer just left. I've got Dragonite coming in behind me, so I've gotta get away from him. That's another thing about the Sniper. He's very slow At least he feels very slow. I'm actually gonna get killed here. Actually, no, sorry. That's why Magic Sticks are so good, and Magic Wands. Right there. If I wouldn't have had it, I would have died. It would have been death by his DOT. But because I had that, and because it healed me that extra 30 HP and 30 magic, but I didn't need the mana. Because I healed that, I didn't die from that DOT.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, I'm grabbing pieces of my next item here. Wraithband going into Ring of Aqueous. A decent item. Wraithbands are good, but I never like leaving things unbuilt if it's got a intermediate step like Wraithband does. I don't like leaving it unbuilt to the next item. So the Wraithband will obviously be built into a Ring of Aqueous because it's useful. It gives you that aura. That aura goes over to your creeps as well if you leave it on. It goes into heroes whether you leave it on or turn it off. And it gives you... It's a cross between the Wraithband and the Ring of Basilius, so I can deny both those creeps and probably should have, but I saw him going in. Just figured I'd go on him.
Dire's middle tower is the only in the world.
Multicast. He wanted to go in on that. His as you seen at the bottom right, his Aegis was being reclaimed soon, so
Dire's middle tower is
he's
under
going to
attack.
go on it.
It has no arms to defend itself.
Sven's pretty funny. Whenever he has the Aegis and dies, he actually says, "I'm still here," and
Dire's middle tower is under
besides the
attack.
fact that he sounds like freaking Arnold
Radiant's top tower is under
Schwarzenegger.
attack. About time.
He's still going to get himself killed,
Killing spree.
but he almost killed
Radiant's
both of
top
them.
tower is under attack.
If he would have ran, he would have gotten killed anyway.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
He maybe should have ran when he had after his Aegis used, but whatever. Not a big deal. So we got Ogre down here. I'm gonna harass him a little bit since our creeps are down there. Gotta watch for Ogre. He has a multicast with his ulti, or his ulti gives him multicast, and that stun right there that he just used, whenever it hits with multicast, it deals a lot of damage. Something like I've seen it wipe out equal level players with full HP or near full HP. It's ridiculous. It's a nice lead by Slark there, by Statos. It's a really good lead. Kept me alive and got him a couple kills. Tinker falling behind on last hits now because he's been trying to gank lanes. There's a kill on him.
Dominating.
Back to shooting the tower. I should back up because I'm too close at that point. Sniper's range, I should have been using the sniper's range to work to my advantage grab. I'm actually gonna sit here and watch him. He's within range. I could have probably dropped a shrapnel in that tower from there. I may not have been able to. I'm not really sure the range. Again, I don't normally bust shrapnel until after I've got everything else. And sometimes not even then. Sometimes I choose to go stats first. There's the ring for Aquas.
Radiant structures are fortified. That means you can't hurt him right now.
There's that bottle. Extremely useful. I'll listen to too much purge and turn my ring off. Honestly, with any of the rings like that, Ring of Basilius, Ring of Aqueous,
Oh,
if you're
that's not
pushing,
good
you should
for the
probably leave
Radiant.
them on. It gives your creeps a nice hefty boost.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
So
Radiant's
it's,
top tower is under attack. About time.
it's kind of up to the user. I mean, and it's kind of up to the situation. It's always
that's
on
not
for
good
heroes.
for the Radiant.
So
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Not so radiant anymore. Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself.
probably should be down there
middle
helping
tower is
Sky
under
Toss at that point. That probably would have helped him a lot more. However, Dazzle was out of mana, and I'm squishy, so
Safe word. Zap. By what right? Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Run, little bottom tower. Run.
he was dumb enough to come back.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Again, the magic stick popped it, saved
Dire's
myself
bottom
from
tower
dying.
has fallen. It was a
Just
valiant
like,
effort.
just like the last time with Dragonite. Only this time I actually got the kill. So we're gonna switch last hits and denies. That's over to kills deaths, and so right now, leading the pack is Ogre Magi, which again, Ogre Magi is a support, but he is one of the strongest supports. Hell, he's one of the strongest characters whenever his multicast procs. So I'm going to go top. I see that there's two pushing top. The Mithril Hammer is going to end up being Desolator. Though I believe this game I was trying to go Desolator Molinaire. So I think from now on I'm going to go Desolator and Manta
Dire's middle
style.
tower is all alone in the world, being attacked.
I've
Dire's
had that
structures
used
are
against me
fortified.
before.
That's what that wispy glow around
And
the tower means. Dire's middle tower
It is
under attack.
a lot stronger than I thought, because I'm pretty sure it goes to each of the illusions, and even if it doesn't, it's still a crazy strong combination.
Killing
Let's put it this way:
spree.
it looked like it went to each of the illusions. This is what
Radiant should
Shrapnel's
really do
good
something
for.
about that middle
It
tower.
deals damage to the towers as well as to heroes. And
Radiant's
so,
middle tower is no more.
And so that's really and it gives a little bit of vision, I do believe.
Radiant's middle
but
tower is under attack.
again, it's not worth getting early on. Wait
Radiant's middle tower is
till
under
later in the
attack.
game after you have at least one level. and
Radiant's middle
everything,
tower has fallen.
and then
As
use
all
it to
towers
build
someday
up
must.
until you get your levels in Assassinate, your ult. Grabbing.
It is my duty to inform you that Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
There's that multicast, two of them, and it took me for half health. So I'm dead.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. They should retreat. Oh, wait, they don't have legs.
There's my Mithril Hammer.
Radiant's middle
So
barracks
I'm
are
gonna
under
wait up
attack.
44 seconds. Another amazing item with Sniper, a Shadow Blade.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. They should
One I
retreat.
probably should have went this game as well.
Wait, they don't have legs.
One I should have went this game as well. The Shadow Blade, obviously you turn invisible, and it allows you to split push safely, because that way, unless they have Gem of True Sight and can see you, you can go in, you can kill, get to the end tower here, and say, you know, 3 of these guys come down and try to stop you, you just Shadow Blade and run away and then teleport out.
Dire's middle tower
Or
is all
teleport to the
alone in
next
the
level,
world.
or next
Being
lane.
attacked.
So,
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Timber! Dark light.
Slark catches them there.
Very nice.
And there's 1 kill. Strong push by their team here. Have to end up killing me. I probably shouldn't have been standing there. I definitely shouldn't have been standing there in the middle of that March of the Machines with all them attacking.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend
Maybe
itself.
real quick, realize just how loud this is, so I'm actually going to turn down the volume here. Audio, master volume. There we go. Sorry about the delay. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Orien has fallen to the Dire. Impressive.
All right.
Dire's middle tower is all alone in the world.
He's got
The
Aegis.
Radiant's bottom tower has seen better days. Dire's
This
middle
actually
tower
doesn't
has
go
fallen.
very well at all.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That multicast hits twice, I believe. It's enough. It's enough. Yeah.
Killing spree.
And that's exactly what I mean by his multicast is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And once he finishes that ulti, he actually gets enough damage to deal or gets enough to deal 4 at 4 times multicast, which
Away from the beam.
deals that's the one I was talking about earlier, that deals enough damage to
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
almost kill a player, or kill a squishier player like me. So again, Ogre Magi is still leading in kills, though we are evening it out because we were behind in kills. We are evening it back out. It's now 23-21 in their favor. But we do have a major tower advantage, or at least we did before they took those 2 men. Now we have a slight tower advantage with the tier 1 still up on the top lane. Alright, so we're going to go in on Ogre Magi. He's all alone in the world. And that's enough. Alright, I've got the recipe for my Desolator on its way. So there's Necrolite and a friend.
Killing spree.
There's a kill. There's a kill.
Dominating. Double kill.
Thanks for standing.
Mega kill. Triple kill.
The other good thing about Shrapnel, whenever you do start using it, and when you do buy it, Shrapnel actually gives a slow chance to whoever's there and whoever gets hit by it. So it does provide a couple of useful things, but it's still, don't get it early on. Just don't. You're just wasting your level with stuff that's more important. All right, so now I have Desolator, and see where I come up here? I come up here to shoot the tower. That gets rid of that 25% miss chance I was talking about earlier. Desolator provides a 7% armor reduction. It basically makes Sniper a glass cannon. He can deal an obscene amount of damage to not just heroes, but also towers. There's a kill. There's a kill. That wasn't mine, but you can see here whenever I start shooting it, that gives it a -2 armor, which means it actually takes more damage because it has a negative armor. There's her. She's actually taking, you know, extra damage. He's taking extra damage because of it. He actually has an obscene amount of armor anyways. And Desolator also provides plus 60 damage, so...
The fix is in.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
And since I have a slight vision to it...
Excuse me. Were you aware that the Radiant barracks were being attacked?
There's a kill. Dead.
Monster kill.
So now I can sit here and I can just damage the towers. And again, this is take aim. Deals enough damage out of the or has enough range that it'll allow me to stay outside of the tower's range and be able to tank the tower the whole time. I'm considering Eye of Scotty. I've almost got the money for it. I'm looking at my weapons to say, oh, what can I sell to get Eye? Doing a bit of mental math, I need about 200 or less than 100 for Molinaire, which Slark just picked up and I didn't realize that Slark had Molinaire. I believe I actually go Molinaire instead of Eye, even though Eye is a lot of fun. Ursa went Heart. That's a good thing for Ursa. That give him obscene amounts of health. Let's see, Ursa. See, with Heart, Ursa's almost up to 3,000 health. The only one I've seen actually get more than that with Heart is I've had a game where I played Pudge, and it was a bot game, and I had 6,000 health with Pudge. So I'm working on Molinaire. There's Maelstrom, and I have to go to the secret shop to get the Hyperstone for Molinaire.
Dominating.
Yeah, I sent the courier here, and I didn't think about it, but my recipe's still sitting on the courier, or sitting in the stash and not on the courier. So now I have the courier coming down here without my recipe, but I go ahead and drop my magic stick onto my courier, grab Hyperstone, and forget that I don't have that. So
Radiant's middle tower
I send him back.
As all towers someday must.
Oh, yeah, I
Radiant's
sent
middle
him back.
barracks are under attack.
So now he's going to go that way. He'll bring me back my Molinaire and my magic stick.
Radiant's middle tower is
Don't
under
know
attack.
if I get the time to get
That's
it.
not gonna hold.
Yeah, I do.
Radiant's
I get
middle
the time
tower
to get
has
it.
fallen. Radiant's Ancient is under attack. We'll see how radiant they'll be with a dead Ancient.
So now I'm going in. I'm going to grab those two barracks there.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
Give his mega creeps while they're taking that down. Again, up on there so I can get the mischance taken out. And in the time they're working on that Ancient,
It is my duty to inform you that Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks have been overrun.
multicast. See, that's exactly what I mean by that multicast being extremely powerful. That was the 4 time there. That was enough to Casino Magi. Yeah, Casino Magi is a good name for him. Sounds like he's pulling a slot machine. His thing even looks kind of like a slot handle. This is what I'm talking about. Let me get back to directed camera here. or dedicated camera. Actually, no. Back to free camera. This is what I'm talking about. This is multicast. And yeah, I know there's a wall of text there, but basically what it does is it enables this Fire Blast to hit multiple times, or Bloodlust to hit, no, sorry, Ignite? Is it Ignite? Sorry. Yeah, increases Bloodlust. No, it's Fire Blast, okay. It calls it, that's what's hitting so hard is Fire Blast. It does 275 damage, and with this hits the 12.5% to 4 chance. It actually does about 1,200 damage, give or take. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, about 1,000 damage. So it does about 1,000 damage in one go. And if he had something like Refresher, it does it even quicker. It also is passive, so he can do this if he's lucky. He can multicast that once every 6 seconds. And once he gets max level, he gets every other time he casts it, he gets at least 2 times chance. So it does get extremely powerful extremely quickly, and it can become devastating. I'm on Ogre Magi still. Let me switch back to Sniper. Okay. So we're trying to gank here. There's a nice little hidey hole. I'm actually in the March of Machines. We're waiting for that to pass by. He could probably use his refresh and use it again if he was still there. So now we're mostly back and they're not here, and so we're kind of being cautious. We don't want to end up getting in the middle of something we can't get out of. There's the Great Power of Molinar that allows me to, there's the multicast, 3, 4, and see how much damage I just took? That's a great example of taking god-awful amounts of damage because of that multicast. But I've tied him in kills. Actually, he just tied me in kills, if you really want to look at it that way.
Return fire.
Right now would have been a great time to have Boots to travel, because now I have to waddle. Sniper has to waddle his fat ass back down to the middle of the lane. And so a town portal scroll wouldn't have helped because I'm already past that point. It would have saved me maybe 2 waddles. I mean, you know, past the ancient, past the barracks, whatever. I could have went top lane, but I still would have been looking at, you know, being behind because there's still a curvature and everything. The lane's a little our lane's a lot longer than mid. And I get in the unfortunate and really stupid prospect of I'm actually on an opposite cycle of everybody's abilities or everybody's respawns, and so now I'm up here all alone while they're all alive. And well, Ursa's taking Roche again because Ursa can Roche all day long and not worry about it. And for whatever reason, I decided to stay here and continue fighting, even though their entire team was back and I was the only one here. I guess I got ballsy, and I mean, yeah, I got a double kill out of it, but then here comes the damage, and there comes Ogre Magi with his ungodly amounts of damage, and I handed him another kill. I mean, and then now everyone else is respawned or respawning in, you know, 2, and I've got a 74-second respawn, so now they're going to push, and I'm still dead. So it was really stupid on my part. I shouldn't have been in there. That was dumb, but I did get a double kill out of it, and I did get their bottom barracks, so it was kind of worth it. It did give us mega creeps. As far ahead as we are in this game now, there's no possible way we could lose, unless, I mean, even if we seriously just sat there in the fountain and didn't attack, they would have to constantly guard their lanes against mega creeps, because mega creeps don't go down easy. And with regular creeps, where we still have all of our towers up and they don't have any barracks, if we simply, well, we couldn't sit in the fountain because they could form up a push, but if we just sit and defend it and let our creeps take care of it, we'd win. I mean, there's no contest here at this point. Their ancients down below half health. This is where we actually decide to wait up and get everybody together before we all go in, I think. Except for Ursa, because Ursa has Aegis, and Ursa wants her to have Aegis. So now I'm back. I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna waddle back down the lane while everyone else is still fighting.
Radiant's ancient is being hacked to pieces.
Ursa has the Aegis. He's going to end up using it, I
Radiant's
think.
ancient is under attack.
Yep, there it goes.
Utterly
Skytoss is dead. Ursa's going to get himself a double kill, maybe? Nope. But he is going to get stunned. And then there I go again, back in the lane. But at least I'm dead with everyone else. It was really, really dumb of me to actually go in by myself again. Shouldn't have done it, but I got stupid, decided that it was a good idea, and went for it. But then now they're on a constant defensive because of the mega creeps, and that their ancient's completely defenseless. So now we wait. I've actually got the almost longest wait time. Ursa's got a little bit longer than I do. Sorry, I've got the video buttons up again. Keep forgetting they exist. So
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
anyhow, Tinker sounds a bit like Dr. Kleiner, or maybe Dr. Kleiner sounds a bit like Tinker. I'm sure there's a reason for that. Okay, so he's gonna spam march the machines because he can. He's basically got a built-in refresher orb as his ulti. So, but notice they're not pushing. They can't. They don't have the ability to anymore. They absolutely must defend against their every lane against the mega creeps that's coming down each one. If they don't defend, the mega creeps will just go through. They'll march right all over the regular creeps that's spawning up the lanes. The other great thing is, because they have mega creeps, and I mentioned this in one of my tutorial videos, because they have mega creeps, because we have mega creeps, they actually get less farm. Mega creeps give less experience and less gold to whoever kills them. I'm actually grabbing a rune here. Didn't know it was there, decided to look anyways. We weren't ready to push. We were waiting for everyone to gather, and I figured why not look. We're all kind of just hiding out, waiting for everyone to get ready for that final push mid, and this is the final push. We're all gathering up. We're all readying up. I mean, there's Sporadical. He's ready. Dazzle's behind me. Ursa's in there. No, Slark's in their jungle. Ursa's with me now. So Sporadical just went to go grab cheese because Ursa didn't have the room for it. Cheese is a neat item. It's one that I plan on going over in one of my other videos. We'll switch to directed camera, and I'll show you, or not directed camera, sorry, free camera, and I'll show you what I mean by that. He was that lone druid. This is cheese. Use it to instantly restore health and mana, and it restores 2,500 health and 1,000 mana. So it would completely restore almost anyone on the team besides Ursa. All right. Now that that's over, back to player perspective, back to sniper. Okay, so like I said, this is it. This is final push. They're not going to stop us. We're all here. Slark gets another kill. There's that damn multicast again, and he's dead. And then
The Radiant's ancient is being hacked to pieces.
I'm going for another kill.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And there it is. 16, and that's it. 16, 8, and 10. Ogre Magi was still ahead of me, and that makes me kind of sad. But it was a very good game. Again, there was some really dumb mistakes that I made right there. I shouldn't have run in by myself. That was stupid. Both times. All 3 times. I think I did it 3 times before we finally just came together. Shouldn't have happened once, even the first time, but That's how it goes. I'm going to be doing another one here. I believe this game's going to be Leshrac. I've just got to find the videos, so you're going to have to bear with me for a brief moment. Go ahead and decline that. Oh, nope, they updated, so I actually can't do that. So I guess I'm going to update Dota 2, and I will return shortly. This makes the third update today, by the way, folks. So I will return in a moment. I'm going to update here. You can probably still hear me at the moment, but I will be ending my broadcast in just a bit. Alright, so I will return shortly. Dota 2